Dana Osgood was shaking her head as soon as they said, "Is heat lightning real?" She's like, "No."
I was like, I've taught so many people this because I feel like it's something that most people just accept as the truth.
Yeah.
So anytime someone's like, "Oh, that's heat lightning," I'm like, no, heat lightning's not real.
Listen to me, the scientist.
It's so weird, though, how those become a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, looking ahead to the weekend, is it going to be so-so?
I've been calling it a mid-weekend coming up, so just kind of mediocre. We have a lot of cloud cover to talk about, but overall not that much precipitation to talk about. Now, I pulled up the visible satellite imagery today because I feel like today you can actually see the wildfire smoke on it, especially if you look through areas like up in Canada and then down into Vermont. See that kind of haziness? That's that wildfire smoke that's really been lingering for the past few days. Now, most of it around our area has shifted a little bit over towards areas like New Hampshire and Vermont. However, we are not done with it. In fact, as we continue to go into the weekend, we're going to continue to see more wildfire smoke build into areas of Maine as we go into Saturday and on Sunday. It's going to take us to finally kind of change our pattern here. We're going to have a cold front come through or some other system that disrupts our wind direction here. So I think the wildfire smoke is really going to linger throughout both Saturday and Sunday, and then hopefully after that cold front goes through Monday, we'll start to get a little bit of a reprieve from that. Now, the National Weather Service has dropped their air quality alert, which was in effect yesterday in the northern third of the state. However, there is an air quality alert in effect through areas of northern New Hampshire and back into Vermont, and that's in effect until midnight tonight. Now, overall, we haven't really seen any thunderstorm activity pop up. The atmosphere has been relatively stable as we've gone into the afternoon. So as we get into early tomorrow morning, I do think we'll see some fog, especially along the coastline and then back into the mountain valleys. Overall, I think it'll be a little bit less in comparison to last night, but it'll definitely still be around. And then overall, the name of the game as we get into this weekend is just more clouds than sunshine. So as we get into the afternoon on Saturday, overall, a lot of cloud cover out there. I think we will break into a little bit of sunshine as we get into the afternoon and early evening on Saturday, but keep in mind it will still be hazy because of the wildfire smoke in the area. A very similar day on Sunday, starting out with a lot of cloud cover. There is an isolated chance of a shower here on Sunday as we go into the afternoon and early evening. Overall, though, I don't think there'll be very many of those around. Things change, though, as we start the beginning of next week. We're going to have a cold front come through on Monday, which is going to increase our chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Now, we've been keeping an eye on Ernesto this week, currently a Category 2 hurricane headed towards Bermuda. Now, it'll pass very far to the east of us, but it'll have some indirect impacts here. So essentially some high swells and rip currents along the Maine coastline as we get into this weekend. So if you are going to be going to the beach, just keep in mind to pay attention to the flags on the beach and the lifeguards. And then as we see that cold front that's going to go through on Monday, that'll give us that chance of some showers and storms, but it'll also have a big impact on humidity. Take a look. Very easy to find the front here, going from that humid category all the way down into much more comfortable air. Marine forecast sees 2 to 3 feet. Ocean temp is 65 degrees. So let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. Overall, I mentioned more clouds than sun as we go into the weekend, and that humidity is also going to be ticking up there. Isolated chance for a shower on Sunday afternoon, and then some more showers and storms, guys, as we get into the day Monday. But take a look at that Monday into Tuesday once that cold front goes through, going from humid down to much more comfortable air, and you get some sunshine to go with it.
Love it. Thanks, Dana.